Imagine dropping six figures on a luxury car, pulling up feeling like an absolute boss, and then nearly crashing because the car's tech glitches or distracts you. Reports of inconsistent door handles, low screen placement, and distracting touch controls have been well documented in newer Mercedes models, including the 2024 Mercedes S580. That's the reality of my 2024 Mercedes S580. It's got looks, style, and all the fancy gadgets. But trust me, those same gadgets are what make it frustrating and potentially unsafe. Let's break it down. Welcome back to Cartoons. Mercedes thought retractable door handles were the future. Sure, they look futuristic, but in reality, they're a total fail. Here's what happens. Unlock the car, the handles pop out. Slick move, Mercedes. Lock the car, they hide themselves again. Okay, cool, but let me tell you the dumb part. Imagine this. I leave my dog in the car, unlocked and engine running, and I run up to the ATM for a minute. The handles decide, we're done here, and retract. Now I'm back, arms full of cash, swiping at the handle like it's my phone screen, and it won't budge. Half the time, the car just ignores me. And here's the kicker. If the key fob battery dies, Mercedes doesn't even warn you. You're left digging for the manual keyhole, trying to pry open the handle like you're breaking into your own car. Not exactly what you expect from a luxury sedan. Retractable handles sound cool in theory, but in practice, they're inconsistent and unreliable. Other owners have reported similar problems. This isn't just me. Next up, that massive touchscreen Mercedes is so proud of. Yeah, it's big and fancy, but here's the problem. It's too low, like dangerously low. If you need to check your navigation, you have to look down at the screen. That means your eyes are off the road. At 70 or 80 miles per hour, even a second of looking away can end in disaster. Other manufacturers like BMW and Tesla figured this out. They place their screens higher so you can glance at the info you need while keeping your eyes on the road. But Mercedes? Nope. They decided to make it a game of every time you want to check a turn. And don't even get me started on nighttime driving. The screen is so bright, it feels like you're staring into the sun. Mercedes could fix this with an automatic dimming feature that adjusts brightness based on ambient light, like many competitors already do. Sure, you can dim it manually, but why should I have to mess with settings every single time the sun sets? It's a luxury car. This should be automatic. Here's where things go from annoying to downright unsafe. In most cars, basic things like adjusting the temperature or airflow are simple. You press a button or turn a knob. Easy, not in the S580. Want to change the temperature? Get ready to dig through menus on the touchscreen. Want to direct airflow to your feet? More menus. And if you tap the wrong spot, you might accidentally turn off the AC entirely. Now you're sweating and distracted, trying to figure out what went wrong. It's like trying to use your phone while driving, except the distraction is built right into the car itself. It's frustrating, it's distracting, and it's unsafe. Even something as simple as skipping a song is harder than it should be. In most cars, you press a button on the steering wheel. In the S580, you're swiping around on the screen like you're scrolling TikTok. Mercedes, why make it harder? Let's talk about the steering wheel. Mercedes replaced physical buttons with touch-sensitive controls. And spoiler alert, it's not a good idea. Want to skip a song? Swipe too far and you're messing with the volume instead. Need to turn on active steering assist? You have to dig through the touchscreen menus. That's just plain dangerous. Audi and BMW got this right. They kept physical buttons. Easy to press, easy to use without taking your eyes off the road. Mercedes, not everything needs to be a touchscreen. Sometimes simple is better. The digital gauge cluster in the S580 looks impressive, but it doesn't deliver where it matters. Here's why. The speedometer? Tiny. You can't make it bigger. Instead, Mercedes gives you a tachometer, engine speed. Seriously? This is a luxury car, not a track car. Nobody cares about RPMs in an S-Class. What I want is simple. Make the speedometer larger, display the time clearly, or show me what song is playing. Something useful. Instead, Mercedes gives us a fancy-looking cluster that doesn't help much in day-to-day driving. Here's the bottom line. The 2024 Mercedes S580 looks incredible, but it's a classic case of the tech that's supposed to make the car futuristic ends up being frustrating and in some cases unsafe. Mercedes, here's how you can fix it. Bring back physical buttons for basic features like AC, music, and airflow. Move the touchscreen higher so drivers don't have to look down. Keep it simple with the steering wheel. Touch-sensitive controls are a fail. As for me, I'm seriously considering trading this car in for a BMW. It might not be perfect, but I feel like it would be a safer and more practical option for everyday driving. Thinking of buying a new Mercedes? Make sure to weigh the pros and cons carefully. Looks aren't everything, and safety should always come first. What do you guys think? Would you put up with this tech, or do you prefer real buttons like I do? Drop a comment, hit that like button if you agree, and subscribe for more honest car reviews. Stay tuned! There's more to come, including my next breakdown of a car that actually gets it right. Peace!